Hello Year 8. Today in this video, I'm just going to show you a really good website that has great data for your challenge and your assessment task. And it's data where you can that you can use to create maps like this. Now this is for the Tweed Shire, but it also has data on the Gold Coast for this website, and you can make maps exactly like this but for the Gold Coast region to show your housing unavailability challenge. As you can see here with the two maps I have represented, I have one showing the median household income for 2021 for the Tweed Shire, and it's shown in a choropleth map. So a choropleth map just means the lighter the color is the lower the value, and I have my legend down here. And the darker the color means the larger the value. Okay? And next to it, I have my median weekly mortgage repayments. So I can see what areas within the Tweed Shire, and you can see what areas in the Gold Coast, have large mortgage repayments. And you could compare that area with people's mortgage repayments to how much money they're earning per week. Okay? And that will give you an idea of whether people are struggling to afford their houses, and how that may be leading to what we call a housing unaffordability challenge or housing unavailability. Okay? So with this, all you have to do is go to Google, and on Google you just type in for the Gold Coast, you just type in Gold Coast Profile ID. So it's called Profile ID. Search, and here we go. Here it is, ID Profile, Gold Coast City. Now with your Excel spreadsheet, the one that had all the data on it for you, I have collected pretty much most of that data from this website, Profile ID. Profile ID essentially just grabs a lot of the ABS data, so a lot of the census data that happens every 5 years, and it grabs a few other bits and pieces from the different councils. So for the Gold Coast, you have what we call community profile, where you can see my mouse circling right now. The community profile has a lot of different drop-down menus where you can look at different data for the area. Okay. One that's really helpful for you for your flowline maps was a migration summary. However, what we're going to use, if we want to have a look at some maps and how to create certain maps, we want to click on the one next to it called Social Atlas. Okay. So if you click on Social Atlas, it should now show you the Gold Coast region. So this is the Gold Coast region. And here up the top, you can select your parameters and illustrate certain data and visualize it. So right now it's showing population density. That's not that helpful for our challenge. What you can look at that's helpful, if I click on the drop down, is we can look at housing costs. So here is median mortgage payments. Okay, if I click on that, now we can see our choropleth, but it can still be a bit hard to see. So if you have a look over here where my mouse is now, you can see you can tick on suburbs. So now it makes it a little bit easier to see because the suburbs are now shown. Now with a map like this and just how the Gold Coast is shaped, how it's quite long and it's linear to the coast, it can be a bit awkward to show in a map. And especially like this where you can see all the textures over the top of each other. So that's where you could focus on certain areas of the Gold Coast by zooming in certain areas. And so like right now, it could be easier to illustrate this and be a lot easier to read for a reader. So you can show median mortgage payments. Another thing you could show is, if I have a look here, it's household, here it is, median household income. You can also show, as you can see here. Now what you can also do is you can see that there is a function here to change the darkness of your colors. Okay. Also there is functions up here to change it from a map showing roads to a satellite map as well. So depending on what type of map you want to create. Now once you have the map exactly how you want it, so let's say I was just to zoom in like this, and I wanted this as my map, I could just click export up here and export as an image. Or what I could also do is I could screenshot it. So I could screenshot this with the legend and the title as well. So I've already gone out of my way and done that. Here I've already, I did a screenshot feature. So I use this feature down here called snipping tool. But I think for your iPads, it just might be better to screenshot it and then just crop it. But what I've done is I've screenshotted the map, and then I've also screenshotted a legend and then cut that out and put it on top, and then screenshotted the title and put that on top. And then what you can do is you just put your two maps together like this. Make sure you have borders around them. I like to have it all in PowerPoint. I find that very easy to edit them and to style my maps in PowerPoint. And then like once I'm finished with them, I then like to copy them, or I can use my snipping tool feature, and I just pop it in to the student booklet, and you can see it here now. Now with this type of map, it's a lot more complex than the other map you've created, a flow line map, okay? But it can really be a lot better to analyze because there's so much specific data for you to analyze. However, it can also be challenging as well. So I would recommend this option for students who want a bit more of a challenge, and really want to distinguish themselves from the rest of the cohort. But just beware that this can be a little bit more challenging. But essentially, I just want to show you that this website here, um, profile ID, just has a lot of different data. So what I recommend doing is just going through, spending some time, having a look at all the layers you can show and see like what you believe is helpful for proving that there is a housing unavailability challenge. Also, as you can see, there's other sections too, like you can look at economic profile. Okay, that one didn't quite work. But there's also housing monitor and stuff like that. So spend some time, go through it, see what you think might be helpful for you, and then just represent that data using either a graph or a map like I've shown you today. Thank you for watching.